right, how many atoms are there in 1 gram of argon? That's what this question here is asking. They've given us Avogadro's constant as 6.02 times 10 to the 23, and they've also given us the AR of argon as 40. So how do we calculate this? If we have 1 gram of argon, what you need to do first is work out how many moles is that. And to do that, you have to use the equation moles equals mass over mR. So let's sub the values in. We've got 1 gram as our mass, and our mR, or AR in this case, because we're dealing with an element, is 40. 1 over 40, which is 0.025. So that's how many moles of argon we have. Now we need to think back to our definition of moles. And that states if you have 1 mole of any substance, so for example argon, if you have 1 mole of that, you have exactly the same number of atoms as Avogadro's constant. So in other words, 1 mole of argon has this many atoms, 6.02 times 10 to the 23. So let's write this down. First of all, 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23 atoms. Therefore, we want to work out what 0.025 moles is. So in order to get from 1 to 0.025, you need to get your 1 and multiply it by 0.025. We need to do that on the other side. We want to get our 6.02 times 10 to the 23 and multiply that by 0.025. And that's going to give us our answer. So 6.02 times 10 to the 23 times by 0.025, and that gives a final answer of 1.51 times 10 to the 22 atoms. There we go.